Alright, here's the review for your Systems 1 test this upcoming week. Just remember that you should be following along, copying down any work that I'm writing down, as well as going online to check the answers afterwards. So that way you can get all of your points. 50 points come from the work, 50 points come from the answers on the Quizizz.com. Okay, so the table shows ordered pairs from two functions showing the amount of money Kayla has in her account at X weeks and the amount of money Jesus has in his account at X weeks. After how many weeks do Kayla and Jesus have the same amount of money? So anytime you're looking for the solution, you look for where Y1 matches Y2, which is right here. So if I was just writing the solution would be 8, 18. But if you were using your highlighting techniques, the actual question is after how many weeks. So all they're asking about is the X, which is the weeks. So the X value is 8, so your answer is B. Number 2, Leo's limos charge 50 cents per mile. Anytime you see per, that tells you it's going to go with a variable. Okay, looking at my examples, it looks like they're using N, so this is 0.50 N, plus a cleaning fee of $25. And they're using C equals. Okay, Rachel's rides charges 75 per mile, so 0.75 N, with a $10 cleaning fee, so plus 10. Which systems of equations can model the situation? So we need both of these. So this is Leo's, and this is Rachel's. So Leo's is 0.50 N, yes, plus 25, so that works. 0.50 N, nope, not that one. 0.50 N, nope, not that one. 0.50 N, nope, not that one. Let's make sure Rachel's matches. 0.75 N plus 10. Yes, it does. Leo's limits charges 50 cents per mile plus a cleaning fee of $25. Okay, so that's what we just wrote, right? That 0.50 N plus 25. And then 75 per mile, so 0.75 N plus 10. Which of the following is the most appropriate assignment of variables? Okay, so if you're using X and Y. So N, or the X, is what's happening after the per. So this is per mile. So your X is the number of miles. So right now, that limits it down to A and C. And then we need to decide what's changing. Is the cost per mile changing? No, that's the 0.50. It tells us what that number is. It's the total cost that is changing. Okay, which of the following is true about solving systems of equations? The solution is the point of intersection. Yes, that's what we're always trying to find. The solution is the X and Y value that makes both statements true. That's our definition of a solution. The solution is the point that falls on both lines. So if you're looking up at like example number 1, this point is on this line at 818, and it's on this line, 818. So yes. Now, if this was an inequality, then it would have to be on solid lines, but because it's an equation, it just has to fall on both lines. So this is D, all of the above. Okay, Miss Higdon is planning her wedding. One venue charges $10,000 plus $25 per person, while another venue simply charges $150 per person. How many people would need to attend for the venues to cost the same amount? Okay, so they already wrote the equations for us, but I could have written it based off the information. 10,000 plus 25 per, so 25x, and this one's just 150x. I mean, these are big numbers, so I know right away that it's got to be more than 50 because they're not touching right there at 50. But how much more does it need to be? So I'm going to plug these equations in my calculator. 10,000 plus 25x, and then 150x. And I'm going to go to these numbers. Second trace, oh sorry, I don't want to do that. Second graph. Okay. So let's see, are they the same at 80? Second window, let's go to 80 rather than going all around. Hey, they are. They are both $12,000 at 80. Beautiful. because you could see that these are going to intersect just a little bit past 50. It's not going to be twice as long, so it's not going to, or 3 times to get to 150. Definitely not 12,000. Okay, here, some values from 2 linear equations are shown in the tables. What is the solution to the system? So if you go back to number 4, you can see what the solution is. It's the point on both graphs, on both equations. So let me see what point is on both of them. Negative 2, 4. That's not even on there, so I don't know. Negative 1. These numbers are hard to read. Negative 1 is not even on there. So 0, 2, 0, negative 7, no. 1, 1, 1, negative 5, no. 2, 0, 2, negative 3, no. 3, negative 1? Yes, this point has 3, negative 1, and this point has 3, negative 1. So that is your answer. You just look for the point that they have in common. Okay, so solving for y, this is our isolate. Other side, I need to move a 2x to the other side, so I do minus 2x. You write them side by side, and then you divide by 3. So y is greater than 4/3 minus 2/3 x. So we know it has to be a greater than sign, so it can't be c or b. Negative 2/3 x. Negative 2/3 x. It needs to be a positive 4/3, so it's got to be d. Here they didn't divide the 4 by the 3. Okay, so let's try it again. We isolate again. Other side, so minus 3x divided by 12. So y is greater than 4 divided by 12. If you do it in your calculator, 4 divided by 12. And if you do math, enter, it'll tell you your fraction. So it is 1/3. Minus, then we take 3 divided by 12. Math, enter, and that's 1/4. So minus 1/4 x. So it's got to be greater than, so it's not b or a. Do you remember the only time you flip it is when you divide by a negative? And I didn't do that on either one of those. The negative 1/4 goes with the x, so the answer is C. Okay, the line y equals x plus 5 is correct. So this is the line. Which of the following points would be included in the solution set for the inequality y is less than x plus 5? So this is less than, so this is a dotted line. Not a solid, it's dotted. If it helps to kind of go like that so you can tell that it's dotted. And then less than means we're shaded below. Think about your little shady man here. If it is this symbol, you go up. If it's this symbol, you go down. This matches the nose. So we are going to go down. So the only point that's a solution is right here at 4, negative 4. This one is not because it's on a dotted line. So when you're doing your extra credit or your bonus points, if you fill this in and you told me number 9 is the question you used it on, you get bonus points. Okay, so then here, Susie is buying In-N-Out burger for lunch for her friends. Gross, should have been Whataburger. The hamburger costs $3.50 each. So $3.50 each. This is for hamburgers. So we're going to say $3.50 each. And the drinks cost $1.50 each. So this is going to be $1.50D. She wants to spend no more than, so if it's not more than, it has to be less than or equal to, oh, that's a 30, not an 80. 30. Which inequality represents the number of hamburgers, H, and the number of drinks, D, that she can buy? So we know 350 goes with H, so it's not this one. Okay, 150 goes with D, 50D, 1.50D. And then the symbol we need is less than or equal to 30. So it is A. Which inequality can be represented by the graph? Okay, this would be another shady man. This is shaded up. So which sign is shaded up? These signs. So it's got to be that. It has the line. It's included. So we need this sign or this sign. So it's not B and it's not C. Okay. This one's not solved for y, so let's go ahead and solve for y. So we would do minus x. So is this a positive or a negative slope? Are these the same answer? Negative x plus b, b minus x. Yeah, those are the exact same answer. So this one could be A or D. I'm not sure which one on Quizizz is the correct answer. Let me pause this so I can tell you real fast. Alright, so this one has D as the correct answer because it needs to have a negative slope and a positive y-intercept, but so does this one. So this one technically has two right answers, but to get your points, it should be D. I apologize for that. So on this one, you could have used Shady Man, so you could have said number 11. But you also could have used Slope Man, plus, minus, undefined, 0. Because this is going down, so it's a negative slope, so it tells me what kind of slope I need to have. Alright, 12. Select the correct graph for the equation. So before I can graph it, I have to isolate other side, side by side, and I'm dividing by a negative 2. When you divide by a negative, you have to flip it. So it's now less than negative 3 plus 2x. So I'm going to use my slope man. Okay, so this is a positive slope, so it needs to be going up. This one's going up, 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 so it's not C. Okay, less than, so if I'm using my Shady Man, it's this symbol, so it's the nose, so you need to be shading down, 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 okay? The y-intercept is negative 3. This one has a positive y-intercept. I can't tell what that scale is, but 2 tells us it's going to be steeper, so it's going to be B. Alright, so go on to the next one. Which of the following describes all of the solutions to this inequality when y equals 2? So guys, this is substitution. Instead of y, I'm putting 2. So 6x minus 2, instead of y I put 2, less than 20. So 6x minus 4, less than 20. So I would add 4, add 4. So 6x is less than 24. Divide by 6, divide by 6, so x is less than 4. So it's a positive 4, so it's not D or C, and the 4, it's less than, so it needs to be B. Alright, which ordered pairs is in the solution set represented in graph 1, but not in the solution set to graph 2? So it is a solution to this, not to this. So negative 8, negative 4, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's going to be over here. Going to be over here. So it is here. Is that a solution set over here? No, because this is the solution set, the double area. So that's your answer right there. Because 6, 0 right here, that's not to number 1. Negative 6, positive 4, that's up here. Negative 6, positive 4, it's a solution to this one and this one. 0, 8, it's up here. Solution to this one, 0, 8, and a solution to this one. So it's got to be A. All right, here, select the correct graph for each inequality. Again, let's use our Shady Man. Okay, so this is this symbol, so it needs to be shaded down. So that's down, that's down. This one's not down, that one is. Okay, let's use Slope Man. Okay, this is a positive slope, so it needs to be going up, going up, going up, going up. back to our shady man. This has the line underneath, so it needs to be included. So it's not going to be C, because also this is a negative slope going down. That's not what we want. Okay, so we need to determine just how steep it needs to be. So this is at, trying to find some pretty points here. This is hard. I think this is at -4, so 0, -4. Man, this is really hard. Is it hitting there or is it hitting down here? I think this one's too steep. Yeah, this one's too steep since the scale is 2, so it's going to be B. All right, over here, consider this function, which is true. Okay, so I'm going to draw my shady man. Look at all these shady man ones, dude. I don't know why I just put a 0 there. Fool. What am I thinking? Included. Okay, so these eyebrows, mustache. All right, so for this one, we're talking about the nose. The line would be solid. No, it doesn't have the line, so it's not solid. So it's not solid. It would be dashed, shading above. No, it's the nose. It would be shaded below, so it's none of these. Okay, tell whether the ordered pair 3, 8 is a solution to the given system. Okay, so we could either graph it or we could plug in our points. I'm going to show you both. So if I'm starting to graph this, I would start at 4. The slope is x, so I'd go up 1 over 1. I'm going to use my shady man and my slope man to check myself. This is a positive slope. It should be going up. Yep, the line, so it's included, like the nose, so I would shade below. Okay, this one, I would start at -6. The slope is 2, so I go up 2 over 1. It has the line, so I'm going to shade. Okay, and this is greater than, it's like the eyes, so I am going to shade above. So I need to see if this point, the point is at 3, 8. Ooh, that is right on the line, and it's a solid line, so yes. Now, if I wanted to check it algebraically, this is an x value, this is a y value. So instead of y, I would put 8 less than or equal to 3 plus 4. So is 8 less than or equal? That's saying no, but I just graphed it. 3. Oh wait, I didn't check it. Hey, this is why checking is good. It is not a yes, it is a no. It is not on the line. I was looking at 4, 8. This is 3, 8, which is above the line. So no, it's not a solution because 8 is not less than or equal to 7. Thank you for checking myself, Ms. Igden. So this is B. So match the system to the graph. Let's use shady man again. Okay, so these are both dotted lines, so neither of them should have the line underneath, so it can't be A. How is this graphing? It looks like this one is shaded up, this one is shaded down. So let's use slope man 2. Okay, so the one with the positive slope is shaded up. So positive slope is shaded up. And then this one, the negative slope, is shaded down. So the negative slope is shaded down. So let's see. Positive slope should be shaded up. Nope. Positive slope should be shaded up. Yep. Negative slope should be shaded down. Nope. Positive slope should be shaded up. Negative slope should be shaded down. Yep, that is our answer. Ooh, another one. Let's see. Oh, which of the following is not a solution in the systems of inequalities? So we're trying to see which one is not in this double shaded area right here. So 0, -1. Okay, that's on a dotted line. So this one is not a solution. It's on a dotted line. Let's just check our other problems. 4, 0, that one is. 0, 3, that's on a solid line. So it is a solution. And then 6, -2, it's in that shaded area. So which one is not? That one is not. Graph the systems of linear inequalities and describe the solutions. So x plus 1, so that's a positive slope, so it's looking like this. Using my shady man, it should be shaded above. Okay, this one, x minus 4, so again it's a positive slope, and notice it's dotted or dashed, it's not. And less than, this is the nose, so it should be shaded below. So describe the solutions. No, the solutions are not between it. Below this graph, no. Above this graph, no. There's no solution because they never overlap. Okay, here, you're just picking the point. The solution is, there's no shading. These aren't inequalities. It's just this point right here at 4, 3. There it is. It's the point of intersection. Okay, last page here. Write the systems that can be used to find the solutions. Okay, so this line right here, it's going up 1 over 1, so y equals, it's just 1x, and it's the y-intercept of 2. This line is y equals, this is going down 1 over 1, so negative 1x plus 4. Okay, not all of these are solved for y. We've got the x plus 2, so I'd minus x, divide by negative 1, so y equals 4 plus x. Nope, I need a negative x, so that's not it. Okay, negative x plus 4, good. So I need an x plus 2, so minus x, good, divide by negative 1. So y equals negative 2 plus x. Nope, I need a positive 2. Here, minus x, 2 minus x, nope. Here, minus x, 4 minus x, good, and y equals x plus 2. That's your answer. Solve the systems of equations by graphing. Okay, so if I'm going to have to graph these, I could just plug in the points. I'm going to solve each one for y. So divide by negative 2. So y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, this one, this is point slope form. I can just pull out the point. The x value is 3, the y value is 8, and it has a slope of 3. So I'm going to start at the point 3, 8, and my slope is 3, up 3 over 1, or I could go down 3, left 1. So there's one line. Then for this one, I start at 3, up 2 over 1. This one right here, 4, 11. Choose the correct function rule for the following sequence. Ooh, these are those fun ones. T sub n equals, where does it start? 9 plus, oh, it's not a plus, it's a minus. Minus, how do I change each time? Minus 5 times n minus 1. The d has to be next to the n minus 1. So I need a negative 5 next to an n minus 1. That one does. That's the only one. That's your answer. Last question, which of the following describes all of the solutions when x equals -3? So I'm going to take this 5, and instead of x, I put -3 minus 6y. So this is -15 minus 6y. Trying to get y by itself. So I need to get rid of this 15, so I add 15. So -6y is greater than 30. Final step, divide both sides by -6. I divided by negative, so I have to flip it. So less than -5. So here is your answer, B. Be sure to come to tutoring if you have any questions, and make sure you go online and fill this out as well so you can get full credit. Have a good day.